react here. Did you see what Chip Kelly brought from Oregon? He brought those goofy cards as we welcome back in here Benjamin Watson of the New Orleans Saints and London Fletcher of the Washington Redskins. Those goofy cards where they're calling the plays, guys. They had the Philly Fanatic up there on one of them. They also had Rocky up there on the other one. You see these? Did you see these last night? I mean, this is how they're signaling in plays, guys. It's college football come to the NFL. London, did you see these?
No, this is my first time seeing them. I paid zero attention to their sidelines because I knew, they would have a bunch of cards up there. They'd have a bunch of hand signals and things like that taking place. So I needed to focus on what I was doing from a defense standpoint, get the calls, get us lined up. I couldn't pay attention to their cards.
London, how do you feel, man? You played 80 snaps last night. Did you realize that? 80.
No, I felt like I played 60 plays the first half. I'll tell you one thing. That first quarter was the longest first quarter of my life. It was a situation where I look up and it's maybe about 7 minutes left, and I'm thinking we should be in the second quarter by now. But today I feel pretty good. I didn't feel like I got tired or anything like that. But it was definitely a different type of pace than we're used to in the National Football League.
You said you thought you played 60. You played 53 for the record in the first half. Wow. So you were close. You said wow, Benjamin.
Yeah, I said wow because that's a lot of plays. I mean, usually on offense, you're looking at maybe 70, 80 plays, if you're really pushing it on offense. But to play 53 in the first half, that's a lot of offensive plays. And for a defense, the guys had to be gassed. I'm surprised London's up right now doing this interview because I'd be asleep if I was him.
Yeah, I slept in a little bit today, but I've already had massage and other acupuncture and all the other things necessary to get myself back ready for next Sunday.
That's why you've been playing 16 years, my man.
Yeah, but I just hope there's not too many other offenses coming in the league like the Philadelphia Eagles, or I'm going to get run out this league pretty soon.
Well, the funny thing is, London, is people keep talking about the defense. Can the defense, keep up with it? We had LaDainian in here a couple of minutes ago. We showed Shady McCoy gassed on the sideline. He was getting the cramp thing, too, and he was getting a massage on the sideline. Benjamin, imagine being in that offense and what it means to you guys. They're snapping the ball with 16, 17 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the offense that Chip Kelly has brought. Well, he went to the Eagles #1 because he felt like he had the personnel to run that offense. I mean, you look at Michael Vick, you look at Jackson, you look at McCoy. These are guys on offense. Selleck. These are guys on offense that he felt he could be successful running this offense. But it's a high pace, and as we saw, ran 53 plays in the first half. I don't think the Eagles scored in that last quarter. Guys started getting gassed, but they had enough of a lead to hold on. The question is going to be, as the season goes on, are they going to be able to sustain this?
Well, what do you think?
When you look at the NFL, it's a lot about injuries. I mean, if you got your guys, you're good, but somebody goes down. Michael Vick is going to be exposed a lot, and last year he took a lot of hits, and then this year, playing this offense, he's going to be exposed a lot. So you hope nobody goes down, but the thing you got to look further down the line is if you have injuries at key positions, how are you going to replace guys? How are these guys going to be able to fit in and be able to keep going? And besides the fact that you're running plays at this pace, but the good thing, though, is that you'll be able to have this offense installed so that if there's a time when you want to go to it, you may want to back down, you may want to put more of a run emphasis in there, and then speed it up later on. You'll have that option.
Yeah, that was one of the things, Ben, you mentioned one of the things that I was concerned about with running this type of offense in the National Football League. In college, you have so many players. You got over 100 players on your football team. But in the National Football League, you only have 53 players, and on game day, you only dress 46 guys. Particularly, half of them are defense, half of them are offensive guys. So that was the thing that I was most concerned about: is will they be able to sustain this type of pace for 16 games? And I'm sure Chip Kelly has a plan in place that he'll do, throughout the week of practice to keep those guys fresh. But that pace is something that we'll have to keep and pay attention to throughout the course of the season.
Well, guys, let's do some quick math here on the fly. Let's say you're running 30 extra plays a game, okay? Every 2 weeks, that's 60 plays. That's basically a game, right? Yes. So over the span of an entire season, you're talking 8 more games worth of plays. It's not about protecting Michael Vick so much. It's simply about when you're running that many plays, it's that many more collisions. It's that many more chances, Benjamin, to get hurt.
It is. And that's under the assumption that they run the same pace for the whole season.
Sure.
And we know that's not going to happen. I mean, we look later in the year, and you're looking at these games in the snow and in the rain. You know, they may not, you know, run the offense the same way. There's going to be times where he backs down, and probably, like he said, he may want to speed it up. But offenses morph. Offenses evolve over the year, and it'll remain to be seen how much of this offense they actually end up running.
Well, one of the great things about Chip Kelly's offense is because they spread you out so much, oftentimes it's not that physical type of football that you get playing and play out on the National Football League where the running backs are getting hit by multiple defenders or the quarterback is being hit by multiple defenders and the receivers as well. Most of the time it's one-on-one tackles, it's guys tackling guys in space, the sideline, things like that to protect them from being hit so much by multiple defenders.
You're not saying it's soft football, are you?
No, I'm not saying it's soft football. I think what he's doing is great. It's a great concept because he forces you to defend the whole football field and play 11-on-11 football. And not only that, you still have to be able to tackle one-on-one, whether it's LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, or even Michael Vick.
Well, this week they get the Chargers, so now San Diego has to worry about Chip Kelly. And we're trying to figure out what those play cards would be this week. So maybe we go Sad Phillip Rivers and Ron Burgundy. Does that work?
That works.
Who knows? Hey, if it works for them, then it works. The great thing about pictures is that you remember pictures a lot of times faster than you can remember words. And at the pace they're going, seeing a picture flash up there may tell everybody what to do just like that.
No, I never forget Ron Burgundy.
You got visual learners, and then you have guys who learn by words.